So imagine having your entire family's medical imaging history on your phone and the ability to share them with a specialist when you need them most, because when you need them most, seconds count. Now, for the first time, you can. Here to talk about this incredible new way of accessing all your medical images is someone who knows all too well why this is important, especially when seconds count. And this is Montel Williams. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being here. Before we talk about Montel, the My Medical Images, would you mind sharing your story? I know you went through a pretty big scare sometime in May last year, right?
Absolutely, which was really kind of crazy. May of last year, I was in a hotel doing what I normally do, and I literally was in the gym working out, and out of nowhere, I had a very rare type of stroke.
Oh my God.
And the stroke is called a cerebellum hemorrhagic stroke.
That's a dangerous one.
Very, very dangerous one. But half the people who have it normally die from this stroke.
Did you know?
And I knew immediately when it was happening because I have very close friends that are doctors who have given me all the warning signs, and I knew that's what was going on. As a matter of fact, I went up to my room and told my wife, call an emergency vehicle or call the ambulance and tell them that your husband just had a stroke.
She must have just like, what?
She freaked. She did. What? I said, call them and tell them your husband just had a stroke. And then, of course, this is the strangest thing in the world. There are only 13 of these vehicles in the entire United States of America. 3 of them are in Manhattan, and one of them was a block and a half away from my hotel that are specially configured for stroke. They have a CAT scan machine inside
right there.
of them. So I went down, they did a CAT scan on me in the street and up on a screen.
And they saw it.
There was a doctor there who said, Mr. Williams, you're right, you are having a stroke.
Diagnosis right there and then.
But the bad thing about it was, Olga, I get to the emergency room and the doctor asks the question, do you have any other images of your brain? Because I heard you have MS. And I said, yes, I do. Matter of fact, I probably had 20 of them.
However.
But they're at other hospitals, and we had to start calling all these other hospitals and trying to reach out to them.
Can you imagine? And they want it there and then.
There and then. And it wasn't going to get there then. As a matter of fact, it took one hospital 12 days to get me a disc, and the disc couldn't even be read at the hospital that I was at.
Which is why.
That's why this, My Medical Images, is such a game changer.
It's just so fantastic. Tell me your involvement and how it works.
Well, what's so crazy about this is this gives everybody, any individual family, but for $19.95, you can sign up your entire family, and the family gets to download any images that they have so that they can be viewed on your iPad, on your computer, and your telephone, and you can share them with anyone. They are HIPAA compliant, so you're not going to worry about violating any rules or regulations, and you know, it makes it immediate access for another doctor.
Maybe not even an emergency. I'm going to give you an example of me, and I'm going to be very personal. When women go get their mammograms on a yearly basis, and hopefully you're doing that on a yearly basis, I have to get a mammogram and an MRI. I have very dense breast. I have fibrocystic. So I had to go to a new location, Montel. The doctor immediately went like this.
Oh, there you go.
And I went, what's the problem? And he said, I don't like what I'm seeing. Do you have last year's? I went into panic mode. I couldn't find it. I didn't have it on me. I had to go search for it. It took a week to get it. And what did I think for a week? I have breast cancer. Had I had My Medical Images, I could have shown him and said, yeah, here it is. And by the way, thank goodness, no breast cancer. It was comparable. All is good for Olga. But that would have helped me for 1 week because I was scared. All right, so to recap again, I mean, pennies. This is pennies. $19.95 a year.
A year for an entire family, not just for the individual, for the whole family. All of your images go up online, and you can make sure that when you have to go see a doctor, he has all your information right there in the palm of their hand.
From the past to the present and the diagnosis to be given.
Correct.
Fantastic stuff.
Absolutely. This is pennies to change your life. I think it's worth it.
I'm so glad you're involved with them. I do want to personalize a minute, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You're looking great.
Thank you.
You're fit, fantastic.
Thank you.
You're feeling good.
I'm feeling good. I'm getting it back. I'm blessed. I'm probably 99.9% back.
I'll take it.
I'll take that any day, especially
for that kind of stroke.
Absolutely. And you know, I think I see, you know, different changes every single day, making me understand that I'm getting better because I'm really supposed to be here. And maybe this was part of the reason why I'm here, to make sure I can get this message out to so many people.
Amen.
Thank you.
So glad you're still here with us.
So much.
And you're going to be here for a very long time.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, if you want more information, you go to mymedicalimages.com. Very easy, mymedicalimages.com. Seconds count. You have it right there. It's fantastic. Or go to our website, thebalancingact.com.